Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AT2. It's a Tier 5 British non-turreted tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Kharkov and it's under the command of Moose. Now I think you can see something about his barrel. Yeah, 3 marks of excellence on it. And this is quite a tough little assault tank that never got put into production. It was designed by Nuffield and was going to be it was a tank destroyer, an assault tank that would go into battle against the other tanks and take them out of the game. And it was going to be armed with a 6-pounder gun, and that's the top gun. Yep, that's what he's got there. 57mm the caliber, with 75 alpha and a penetration of 110mm. And it's got a fast fire rate as well, 2.16 seconds per shot. So it can do a lot of damage very quickly to an enemy. And in fact, actually, it does in some ways outclass even some tier 7 tanks. But Wargaming has nerfed it consistently over the years. And I'm afraid now it can be taken out of the game fairly easily if you know where to hit it. Now, it weighs about 41 tons, which is one of the reasons why it's a bit slow. And he's coming up on his first target, it's a KV-1. You can see it just carves straight through the KV-1's armour. The AT2's got 15 centimetres of armour on the front of the vehicle, which makes it very difficult for some enemy tanks to get pens. Oh, KV-222 went past the roundabout in the centre of the map, or rather in the corner of the map I should say, because it used to be in one corner. Okay, now unfortunately it doesn't have much in the way of gun depression, mainly down to that fixed turret, but what it does have is the ability to get in the face of the enemy and hit them repeatedly. Oh, but so long as you don't actually allow it to get a weak spot. Oh, he's got a fire, and this KV-1's not going to last very long. He's just continually hitting him, and next shot, he's out the game. That's it. And the only shot that really worked was the HE round that the KV-1 fired back. In fact, I think did he suffer damage from one of the other shots? No, not really. Just round into the tracks. Okay, there's a number of enemy tanks just around the corner, so he's going to go into the roundabout and see if he can take out one of them. Oh, he's got a couple there. M4A1 and the KV-222. Now, the KV-222, it has a tier 7 hull. And you'll see that in this game, he actually does deal some damage. He goes to the weak spot of the KV-220 turret. Just easily penetrate that turret, no problem at all. Oh, that missed. He's trying to get the weak spots on the side of the mantlet. Next one, that's got it. And now just needs to take out the M4A1. Doesn't get the last one. Pulls back slightly because I think he was taking rounds. Well, he wasn't taking fire from the Matilda, who's actually pulling back into cover. But he wants to get that M4A1 before he moves on. Yeah, the M4A1 appears to be pulling back, but can't get back out without getting shot at. So he's going to engage the Matilda and take him out the game first. And I think the M4A1 will know that he's actually doing this. Yes, he does. And that Matilda is literally being turned into a colander. Yep, there we go. 2 more shots and he's out. 1 more. That's it. That's got him. There is another enemy at the other end of the road, but the M4's obliged us, and now he's out the game as well. So he's blocked quite a lot of damage so far, 1,295. Potentially, he might actually end up with a steel wall. Panzer Mark IV Ausrung H and a 60 GFT can engage that one from here. Okay, so that fast fire rate. Yep, easy. No, that one missed. There's only one tank up on the enemy at the moment. Oh, AMX ELC got behind him, tracked him. He's had to burn his repair kit to get turned around, go after the ELC, who escapes as quickly as he can on his hamster engine. Now he's chasing, but it is questionable whether he'll catch up with the ELC. Even with that poor engine, he is slightly faster. And oh, now the Bishop took damage there because he moved quite a long way forward. Well, we're going to have to follow. Can't ignore it. The T-34 is coming up the other side, so the AMX ELC will probably try to escape as soon as he realises he's cornered. The Bishop's pulling back for the moment. T-34's found the ELC. Oh, he managed to get past him. That's bad news. Now, I would actually head back towards the cap because we're now one tank down on the enemy. Here comes the ELC. Oh, missed on the first shot. It's a 90mm gun on that ELC, but he got the kill. Or no, he didn't get the kill. The S-35CA got the kill. It's advisable for him to go back to the cap period because there's that Panzer Mark 4H and the Su-85 nearby, and if he can actually stand near the cap, he can stop both of those two from trying to cap at our base and allow the other two tanks to go off to the enemy cap and start capping down there. The only problem he's got is he would be vulnerable to the Gorilla, so the best thing for him to do would be to situate himself next to this building, because that way he can cover the cap without the Gorilla being able to hit him. Okay, the Gorilla's actually come north, which is surprising because he will get wiped out now, and he was the enemy's last chance of being able to take out the AT2 easily, and he was spotted. So yep, there's the enemy, the Su-85. Can't pen at this range without hitting the weak spot. Oh, he does hit the weak spot. Pulls back into cover, fires one last round, bounces another one. One more shot to kill. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh, but he was killed by the Bishop. Yeah, he did take a hit, and I think it went through the casement next to the mantlet. He used an APCR round, I think it was, or was it? No, it was a standard AP round, actually, funnily enough. Well, the enemy is now 2 down, and there's the Mark 4H. And it looks like he's got the derp gun. Or has he? And, oh, we've got the other one there as well. The Chinook. He's just sitting there taking the shots. He is tracked, so he probably burned his repair kit and can't pull back. And that's why he's taking so much trouble. And there's not a lot he can do. Oh, he has fixed his tracks. I'm afraid Moose didn't keep him tracked by firing into that that point on the vehicle. Well, we saw a tree go down to the left, so we know that's where they're headed. The Bishop has just got the Chinook. So it's just the Panzer Mark 4 Aslains H that's left, and there he is. He's knocking down the buildings with his shots now. He's got enough ammo to do it. And there he goes. End of game. So a rather pockmarked vehicle. Yes, he did take a few rounds, I'm afraid. Down to 80 hit points at the end of the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's an ace tanker for Moose in the AT2. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He got 14. A hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4. and a fire effect and a shell proof. You got a cool headed for receiving 10 or more ricochets or non-penetrations in a row, a steel wall for blocking the highest damage in the game, and a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. Let's have a look at the team score. Highest damage, 2,765 hit points. The next high scorer was the ELC, managed 1,744, and after that the T34 managed 1,651. When it came to kills, it was the T34 did the best with 6 kills, 4 kills for Moose and 2 kills for the Bishop, the Panzer IV Mark H on their team, and also for the Sherman on the enemy team, Su-85 as well. When it came to base XP, it was Moose, 1,292 base for him, 764 for the T34 and 648 for the T67. He fired 61 rounds, got 44 direct hits and 35 penetrations. You do get a lot of ammo and you can shoot quite a lot. 2,765 hit points of damage, of which 89 were at more than 300 meters. So most of the shooting was at close range. 24 hits received from the enemy. 2 of them were penetrations, 19 non-penetrations, and 3 hits by way of splash damage. One of the shots that penetrated was from the KV-1, the other one from the Su-85. He blocked damage of 2,225 hit points in total. That's way more than the actual hit points of the vehicle. And spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did 416 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 33,645 credits, got 25,234 from personal reserves, so his total came to 75,702 credits. And after repair and ammunition resupply, and mostly standard ammo, 41,974 credits he took away as profit. 1,292 XP times 2 for the first victory, 969 from personal reserves, and 8,876 from personal missions payout, so his total was 13,721 experience points altogether. So I presume that he's actually using this now as a training vehicle, because after all he's got his 3rd mark, so he doesn't need to boost it anymore, unless of course he wants to take it to 100% on the MOE, which I think some people have done. But I get the feeling that Moose does like his AT2, and it's one of those tanks once you get the hang of it, and so long as you keep your front to the enemy and don't expose your weak spots, it can be a bit of fun at this tier. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below, and thanks for watching.